Oh my, oh my. Let me actually just check and make sure that I'm here. I'm here. I'm live. Okay. Hello. Hi. So I'm trying this thing again where I'm going live on several other platforms to see how this works out. So bear with me. But I'm going live right now on Instagram and my Facebook page and my LinkedIn page and YouTube. So it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. And I'm also looking for the best time for me to do this because I'm not quite sure yet what's the best time for me to show up live for myself and for those who can join in. But if you don't know who I am, welcome. My name is Maisha Kalfani. I am the Sensual Energy Alchemist. I am the CEO, owner, grand muse of Sensual Energy Alchemy LLC, and I provide coaching for women who are ready to tap into and step into their sensual feminine power and create lives filled with orgasmic pleasure, play, and ease. And on the B side of that beautiful album, I am here for the liberation of the bodies of Black and Brown women from the cultural, societal, and religious constraints that keep us from enjoying our best sex and most orgasmic lives. So that is who I am, and that is why I am here, and that is why I do the work that I do. And I wanted to go live today. First of all, I'm very off script with my lives. Very rarely, and this is for new people. Like if you've been on here before, then you know how I am, but this is really for the newbies. Very rarely will I come on here with like 5 points for this or 10 steps for that. Every once in a while, maybe if I'm feeling real academic, but most of the time when I go live, there's something that needs to find its way through me, and it is utilizing me as the way for the message to come through. That is it, and that is all. So my shit is, sometimes off the cuff. Yes, a cuss. Um, then again, this is just for the new people who are joining me and who have never experienced me before. Okay, okay. Mostly for the LinkedIn folks. This is my first time doing this on LinkedIn, and I don't want people on LinkedIn to be really surprised when they hear certain words coming out of my mouth. Now I'm gonna try to keep it professional for y'all, but I can't not be me. So let me just say that loud and clear as you'll get to know me. All right, so on to the topic, the necessity of pleasure for women. And now I'm not just talking about sexual pleasure, y'all, because I think we all understand the importance of that. And it's not that I'm excluding the men or don't think that men are worthy of pleasure. I do. It's just that I coach mostly women, occasionally a very brave man. And so I'm speaking to the women and the men who love them, obviously. I'm going to tell you just a little quick tidbit. So I went to Orlando, Florida this past weekend, and I went to support a friend as he completed a 5K. This is the very first time that I have ever gone away on a vacation. Just me in my 48, almost to be 49 years of living. This was the first time that I went somewhere and I wasn't speaking, I wasn't setting something up. I wasn't like, supporting my friend as he ran. That was easy peasy. But this was the first time I got to put on a bathing suit and chill by the pool and just be in the jacuzzi. And I didn't have to, there was no one calling for mom. I've raised 5 kids, y'all. There was no one asking about food. It was just me and some girls, and we were hanging and we were chilling, and it was amazing. And it completely shifted my life in a way that I would have never imagined it would. Because when we as women get caught up in the hustle and the grind, especially those of us who are entrepreneurs, and we are, what we do feeds us and feeds our families. We get caught up in the I need to put out more, I need to do more, I gotta have more, I gotta, and we find ourselves working. I've done it, 18 hours, 24 hours, trying to get things out to make that money. We remove the pleasure from it. When we remove the pleasure from it, there are parts of us that actually start to shut down. And it is the creative parts of us. Yes, yes, I'm 48. Yes, I raised 5 children. This is an Instagram comment, y'all. Yes, I birthed 4, raised 5, and thank you. I appreciate that. It's the WODA. Um, when we as women get caught up in the hustle and the grind and the do, and we stop feeling into the pleasure, we shut down our creative energy. By trying to grind and do, we actually interrupt the process that would bring us more cash. We interrupt the process that would bring us more peace. Because for us, our power center. Now, I'm not going to go into the chakras today. I will discuss them for those of you who don't know another time. But for us, so much of our power is in our sacral chakra. It is in our womb space. It is in that creative life force energy that flows through us. Even if you've had a hysterectomy, it's still there. So don't think, well, I don't have a womb, I can't be creative. You absolutely can. You were born with the energetics for it. And so when we focus on trying to grind out, trying to force things to happen and not allow, not be in the flow of our feminine energy, we create a lot of pressure for ourselves. And we actually then end up creating something that doesn't do as well. Because literally, not only was our heart not in it, but our pussy wasn't in it. It wasn't in it. The juiciness wasn't flowing. Yeah. And so what I found this weekend as I spent this time lounging and just relaxing and allowing myself to just be, I realized how important it is for us to incorporate true pleasure into our lives. This doesn't mean you have to hop a plane. Some aren't ready to do that yet, financially or for other reasons. And I talk about this in the book that I wrote. It's called Reveal. You can find it on my website, sensualenergyalchemy.com. I speak about ways that you can incorporate this pleasure into your life and start to bring it out. Because here's the thing. Once we start operating from that space, y'all, let me tell you how everything just, it opens. It opens. We don't have to force it. It comes to us. Now, this is beyond the law of attraction. This is really beyond that. So while I was there in Orlando, there was this, we went to this great restaurant, Maggiano's, beautiful. I had never been there before. Amazing food, definitely need to go. And I decided I was going to get the filet mignon because I love steak. I love a really good steak. And when I tell you this steak was so good, I literally put a bite of it in my mouth and I sat back with my eyes closed. If y'all have ever seen like that Instagram video, or maybe it's TikTok, where it's like how Black girls enjoy their food when they eat, I look just like that. I really had this steak in my mouth. I forgot where I was. I forgot I was with people. I was chewing it and I was just rocking it in my seat like, oh my God, this is so good. And I opened my eyes to see my friends looking at me like, girl, you're really enjoying that steak. Yes, that's pleasure. See, pleasure isn't always about, ooh, let me have an orgasm. Pleasure doesn't always have to come from, ooh, let me masturbate for, 5 minutes, with a toy or with my hand, although the hand is beautiful. Pleasure is not about something external. So it doesn't have to come from a mani-pedi, which is great. It's great. Or, therapeutic shopping, sometimes not so great. Pleasure is an inside job. It's not from something external. Pleasure is from you finding the joy in the thing that you're doing at that moment. So even if you're writing an email to your folks, whether you're an entrepreneur or just at work and you're writing an email, can you find the pleasure in it? Can you breathe down into your pussy and just exhale and just start typing and see what happens? I didn't say type something sexual. And that's another thing we need to understand, the difference between what is sexual power, what is our sensual power, what is our feminine power. Because there's this fear that we have as women that we've been taught that if we dig too deep into that power side of us, dangerous things are going to happen to us. We're going to go out in the world and exude this thing that's going to make things happen to us. And I'm here to tell you there's something else, like Prince said. It is not that. But when you start to tap into this inner pleasure center that you have, your relationships improve, your money improves, your business improves, your life improves. I know this because I'm a walking example of it and how I've grown into it myself, and also what I've seen in the women that I've worked with who didn't think that they can incorporate pleasure into their lives and confused it with sex. Did I tell y'all about the steak? I did, right? You think that? Look, there's no sex going on there at the table. That was me enjoying the food. When was the last time you sat down with a food and you really just savored every bite? You could taste the flavors, the herbs, the spices that were put in it. When was the last time you really took time to just chew slow and allowed your whole mouth to experience what was happening? See, that's a very simple way to start incorporating pleasure into your life, because guaranteed most of us are racing through our food to get on to the next. You don't even know what you ate. You don't even know what it tasted like. Can you do that with your coffee? Can you sip your coffee and just allow the aroma of it to go into the nose, through the mouth, into your brain? Let it circulate through you. When was the last time you took time to enjoy something? The reason why pleasure is necessary for women is because it allows us to be more of who we are. Pleasure allows us to tap into our own personal vibration of power. And this isn't about bypassing uncomfortableness or pain. I'm not talking about that, because there are folks out there who think, oh, just pleasure and it'll all be okay. Oh, no. See, sometimes in order to really understand what's pleasurable for you, you're going to need to work through the things that make you uncomfortable and the things that have caused you pain, so that you can discover your own unique signature for what that means to you. So that's it for today. Just want to be short and sweet today. I have a consultation coming up. I'm very excited about it. If you are new to me again, you can find me at www.sensualenergyalchemy.com. I haven't figured out how to do all the little thingies where you put the scrolls across, and if you're on Instagram, you can click the link up at the top and you'll see some of the links there. You can head to link in bio. If you're not following me on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn or Twitter, feel free to follow me. I'm also on Clubhouse. I'm on all the spaces. I actually have a room on Clubhouse tonight. We will be talking about how to heal from a breakup and a divorce. And this is so timely. I did not time this on purpose, but tomorrow would have been my 25th wedding anniversary. And I'm going to talk about that and my ex-husband, who has now passed away. I'm going to talk a little bit about that tonight, and a little bit about what it took for me to move past that particular divorce. And I invite you to come join me on Clubhouse. It's an app. You can find it in your Play Store. If you're on Android, if you're on iPhone, go to the App Store. I guess you know which phone I have. And you can find me there, Maisha Khalfani, and give me a follow. And also check out my Clubhouse room this evening for this conversation. If you're a woman who is interested in stepping into your sensual and feminine power, you are welcome to join me in my membership group that I have. It is called Temple of Sensual Energy Alchemy.com. That's where you'll find it, Temple of Sensual Energy Alchemy.com. And you can join there. It is $25 a month with a 7-day free trial. Lastly, before I forget, because I always do, I will be speaking in New Jersey. So if you're in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania area, I will be at 2 events, one in Rahway. I will be speaking there, and another on That's Saturday. And on Sunday, I'll be in Teaneck, New Jersey, speaking at another event. The information for all of those events are going to be on my Instagram and or my Facebook page. If they're not there now, I'll make sure that they are there before the end of the evening so that you can come. I would love to meet you. The events are for women, but men are always welcome to come and learn more. That's how y'all learn. You learn that, that way. All right. So this will be up on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna see how this rolled. I'm gonna see how it worked. I don't know. But I plan on going live. My plan is always to go live at least every day. But I'm gonna see how that works, and I'm gonna see what time it works. But thank you for those of you who joined me. Thank you to those of you who watch the replays and the recordings. And I will see you all next time. Bye.